Look at that guy. Isn't he gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. Brown red mission stain, black trim. One of the first days in a while I haven't had anybody out to my property to work. John's not coming, the chicken coop people are not coming, nobody's coming. So I'm out here doing all the little projects myself. I'm gonna throw together video. I've been shooting video for 3 days, all kinds of little projects. I'll talk about painting over stain. We've done that on the beach house fence, and then I did it on the chicken coop. 24 hours after I stained that with an oil-based paint, I went and painted the black trim on there. I'll show you that, and yes, you can do it. We've done it a ton. I'll talk about that. And I got to build the girls' roosting bars. I got to figure out how I want to do that. I think I'm going to do them natural. I changed my mind. I'll build those. I got to do some redneck electrical work. I'll do that. I'll paint that. I'll actually run out and go fishing this morning real quick. Caught a real nice bass. So if you want to watch it, feel free to watch it. I appreciate your viewership. Over to a worm. Oh, that's a nice one. Oh my goodness. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's a nice fish. That is a pretty fish. I don't want to hurt you. Come on. Come on. Oh, look at that guy. Isn't he gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. What's that, a 2.5, 3 pounder? Gorgeous. Now that's what I'm talking about. That's why I come out here every morning. I see Fred, my blue heron. I see the baby ducks. Deer are sitting over there watching me fish. That just caught me a beautiful bass. Gotta love it. So someone made a comment about my knee-high socks. And the reason why we do that here is we spray permethrin on our boots and our socks. Otherwise, you will end up with chiggers. And last year, I think I had 1 chigger bite. Everyone else will come out here and get hundreds and hundreds of chigger bites. You do this, you're all set. Someone else asked about my boots. These are Merrell boots. And they ain't cheap, but these are the most comfortable boots. Even Ryan put them on 3 days ago and he goes, dude, these feel like sneakers. They're super, super light. Maybe I'll try and find a link to them, but they're expensive. But I've learned, if you're on your feet all day, just like in the Marine Corps, take care of your feet. These boots are $260, but man, I love them. So yesterday, my hell day, I came out here and I stained the chicken coop, and yeah, she's all nice and dry now. So today what I want to do is up here I want to install that 8-inch solar vent fan up here, and then I put an outlet here. I need to get some kind of power strip here because I have several things to plug in. I'm going to build roosting bars over here. This will be the automatic egg rollout system. I got 2 windows, and I'm going to put a blink camera probably up here. I'll put a blink camera up here because I'm actually extending my Wi-Fi mesh. It actually will reach up here, but I'm going to put another mesh pod out on that barn. Okay, she's up and installed. And there's a switch here, so in the winter time I can shut that off. Up at the top it'll vent out all that heat. really like that. And then let me show you, there's a solar panel up on the roof now. I had the guys screw it in there. They're here with the sheetrock, putting up metal anyways. I mean roofing. And then that's what comes out there. Okay, so I just need to do a little touch up on the hinges and the handle area with a little small brush, but there she is with the black trim, brown red mission stain, black trim, and there we are, looking great. Man, if there's one thing I hate, it's snaking 10-2 underground wire through 3/4 inch conduit. Man, what a pain in the ass. But I'm not trying to make this a perfect connection. All I'm trying to do is just, instead of having raw wire hanging out here, I just want to run it through some conduit just to protect it from the open. So I'm not making it perfect, but Redneck Electrical Services, how can I direct your call? Ah, man, I am glad I started this before it got really hot. The only good thing is man, we get shade over here big time. All right, so Redneck Electrical, I'm tying into that outlet over here. I'm running conduit up. I've got conduit run over to the house over there. Redneck, we ain't pretty, but we get the job done. I got a GFCI covered outlet here, and I'm going to actually come in here and install a power strip because I have several things that I possibly want to plug in here, including like a little night light because the girls are still young. The door needs to get plugged into there, and who knows what else. All right, got her plugged in. Spectacles, testicles, wallet, watch. Hallelujah. We got power. So it's funny when you own a property, if you don't push back Mother Nature, at some point this used to be clear land and all these little scrub trees grow up over time. So they're just scrub trees. So what I'm doing is I'm going through here and I'm cutting them, and I'm going to use that to make my my temporary roosts. The girls will be smaller, they'll have smaller feet, and I can actually redo this with larger ones. I mean, I got thousands all in here, all in here, all on the back side of there. I've got thousands of these scrub brushes. They're just waste bushes. So basically I'm just using that to build my little roosts. So my plan here is to make this as a young roost. This will be for young ones. And then I'll have room over here for the food and for the water. And I can just access the door and change food and water. And then this will all be run play area. The nesting box is going to go over here. They'll cut that in and frame that in. I'm not really worried about the door because the door won't be open for several weeks. And when the door does open, I can actually add a couple more bars here if I want, bring it up. But I almost gotta have 2 of these, so what I may end up doing is cutting this off, cut the excess off, and move it up higher over here at a steeper angle, and then build another one over here too. So the chicken coop is almost all done. Let me just sort of walk you around it. Now I'll explain. A lot of people are asking, hey, how come this is open? What about predators underneath? What about, everyone has questions, and we have been through this whole thing. So at the end, when this is 100% complete, I'll go over everything and explain why we did what we're doing. Anyways, I've got a door here. I got a door on the other end. You can see that I stained this. This is Mission Brown from Cabot, oil-based stain. And then the black is a Rust-Oleum paint. Man, that stuff is just, whew, it's crazy. Then we have 8 feet of wire. And then we have a massive roof system over here. I wanted lots of shade for the girls. So we've got a huge run over here. This run is 12 by 30, the run alone. The roof is bigger. And then maybe you can get a grasp for just how big it is. So that is a big run. It's huge. And then there's a door here, and I'll be able to let them out, and then they can free range out in this garden. And then they'll be coming back in. But inside here, let me just show you real quick. I'm gonna build, I need to build them a little sandbox. I'm gonna build them a playground in here. Chickens love to roost and just have stuff to do. I have this thing is rock solid. No predator can get in here. They'll be in here at night. That is a steel gear system door. It's not a string. It's a no fail because it's gear system. And actually has a battery backup in case it's a power failure. There's the electrical work I did today. Put a GFCI outlet in here. I painted all this trim. Ignore this because this is going to be cut out. That's why it looks like that. There's no framing right here. This will be the automatic big nesting box where the eggs roll out. And what else? I'll show you. I put in the exhaust fan. I put in an electrical outlet. And then this is an exhaust fan. It's not a fan that blows in. So it's up at the top. It sucks out all the hot air. And it runs on solar. So whenever the sun's out, that runs. Or there's a switch inside during the winter time, I can shut it off. I gotta finish painting that trim up there. All right, so now I'm worn out. Anytime you have sun hitting wood, you're gonna have a bunch of flies. So I actually came out, I brought out some big lag screws, and I actually put up 2 more of these bags here. These things work awesome, by the way. Look at this one over here. Isn't that crazy? Anyways, so I went and got a couple more trees. I added a few more limbs to this, to my girls' little roost because they're very young. I added a few more steps in here, and then I added crossbars underneath too. Now, let me show you what I did over here. Oh, I made a watering block and a food block. That way when they come up on here, this will go on top of the bedding so that they don't keep bringing shavings and crap into their food and water. Here's a thought I just had. I was going to put ventilation on one of those sides over there. I said, you know what? I can open up that hole and put some wire mesh. So here's what I'm going to do. Or here's what I did. I actually put some wire mesh. It's pretty strong. I put some wire mesh here. I stapled it, and then I nailed some boards on there, which I can just take off. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that door on a schedule like it normally would be when they're older. So at sunrise, guess what? That door is going to open, and they'll understand that that opens every morning, and they'll see light out here. And at sunset, at dark, that'll close every night, and they'll get used to that. That'd be pretty cool. And then all I have to do is, when I think that they consider this home, which will be about 2 or 3 weeks, I can actually take that off, and I can start the process of having them come out here. We're going to get a bunch of wood chips from up here. We're going to line this with wood chips. We're going to put a sandbox. We're going to have all kinds of fun and games for them out here. That's what chickens want. They want to be up on stuff, jumping around. That's what they do naturally. Morning. Man, that was a long day yesterday. A couple of people have asked about our giveaway that we're doing, and we're not doing a small giveaway. I'm doing a decent giveaway. I'm giving away your choice of either a McLean reel mower or a zero turn from Toro, up to $3,000 worth. And there's only 2 things you have to do. Number 1, be a subscriber, and number 2, be on our email list. So over on the website, there's a page down below. I'll link to it. There's an email sign up. And you just get on our email list. Now, it's important to understand, we don't go sending out emails every day marketing. That's not what it's for. I send out maybe 3 emails a year, but it's an automatic system. So whenever I publish a video, it'll send you a notification to say, hey, this idiot's put out a video, because the YouTube stuff is it's stupid. It's not really working that well. So we try and keep in contact that way. That's it. And then we use that email list to actually pick the winner. We do a random number generator. That's how we do it. So I had to push it back because of my neck issue. So we'll probably be doing that late summer, early fall, be doing the giveaway. What else? Lawn's looking pretty good. This is being converted from perennial rye over to Bermuda. With this drought going on, it's just really tough. I mean, I'm not getting any soaking rains, and I'm getting germination, but it's just taking a long time for this to establish. The pond area is looking good, but man, I'm tired of watering. I'm really tired. I'm having to run these pumps from the pond. The pond is actually starting to go down a little bit. Even though it's spring fed, it's going to go down some. That's it. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll put another one out probably in a day or 2. Talk to you later. Doc.